beautiful people. My name is Chardelle and we are back with another video, finally. So, I understand that it's been a while, but trust me, school is almost over in less than a month, and I am definitely going to focus more on my YouTube channel during the summer and just carrying on to college because I feel like I have more time in college. Today's video is going to be 10 things that I've learned from high school. So let's just get right into the video. The first thing that I've learned is kind of negative to start out with, but it's that people are mean. In high school, you meet so many different people, and your peers sometimes tend to not be the kindest to other people, and I have just learned to watch who I am friends with because a lot of people aren't really genuine and don't really care for you 100%. There are very few kind people in this world now. It's kind of sad to say, but you learn that in high school that not everybody is nice and looking out for your best interests because I've had some experiences. The second thing that I've learned is to be friends with your teachers. I can honestly say that I'm definitely a teacher's pet, and honestly, it's my favorite thing ever. I love being able to have like a room that I can go to, or like a grown-up or someone mature that I can talk to. Being friends with your teachers also sets you up for connections in the future, for letters of recommendation, and not even just that. Usually they're just really kind and they want to see you succeed. So I love being friends with my teachers. The third thing that I have learned is to use a planner. I used to be so disorganized the first 2 years of high school, and I can look back and definitely think that my grades would be way better if I actually had a planner or tried to be organized, because as soon as I got a planner, things just like fell in line and I started getting better grades and I started turning everything because I knew when it was due. So I would definitely say get a planner. If you guys want me to like do a video, because I bullet journal and I'm really proud of my bullet journal, honestly, not gonna lie. But you don't have to bullet journal. You can get your own planner, use your school's planner, just anything to keep you organized. So stay organized, guys. The fourth thing that high school has taught me is how to goal set. You definitely have to prioritize certain things, and it's really easy to forget that you want to better yourself. So it's really good to set goals and to achieve them during the school year, so you're not just focusing on school. So, always focus on improving yourself. The fifth thing that I learned is how to manage my money. Definitely senior year. Going into my senior year, I got a job, and having a job and school is a totally different experience. Instead of like just sitting at home or doing nothing or just having just sports, having a job actually prepares you for the future, and it teaches you how to be independent and how to manage your own money. And you don't have to ask your parents for money anymore. I mean, for the big things you will, but for little things you won't have to ask your parents anymore. And when you have that power in high school, which is usually when people get jobs, it teaches you how to actually prepare to manage your money. 6 is I learned how to definitely push myself, especially senioritis. It's kicking in real hard, and towards the end of the year or before a break, you just have to really learn how to be a finisher and how to push yourself to finish and to do as best as you can. And you just have to learn how to push yourself in everything, and it just carries on to everything in life, just learning how to push yourself to do well in school. The 7th thing that I learned is how to balance everything. This is definitely something that everyone struggles, I feel like, during high school, because you're a teenager, you're already struggling, you don't know yourself, you don't really know 100% who's there for you, who's your friends, and you're struggling to balance school, you're struggling to balance sports, your social life. You may have family problems, your dog may have died, and every day you still have to wake up and go to school and do your homework on time and go out with your friends, handle a boyfriend, handle so many things. If you go to church, you have to handle that, and you just have to learn how to handle so many things. and especially having a planner helped me balance that a lot. But you just have to learn how to mentally balance things, how to physically balance things. You have to know when you're not eating right because you're stressed. You just have to know how to mentally balance yourself. And you can definitely tell when you're slipping in high school because your grades start to slip, and you just know that when that starts to happen, you just have to get back on track. The eighth thing is so important for everyone, and it is you do not need a significant other in high school. High school is a time where everyone's hormones are raging, and they're definitely learning how to be in a relationship and how to hold those relationships. And that's normal for high schoolers. There's nothing wrong with having a relationship, it's fun, but you should not feel that you need to have a relationship to be happy in high school, especially when you're trying to figure yourself out. And honestly, I've been single my whole senior year, and it's the only year in high school that I was actually single, and it was the happiest year of my high school career. So being single isn't bad. You just learn how to, honestly, I've just had so much more time. I've learned how to love myself without having someone else to love me, and that is so, so, so important when you're in high school. The ninth thing that I learned is really important to carry on to college, and that is how to study. I have always been that naturally smart person who doesn't really have to study that much to get good grades until I would say about my sophomore year of college, or not college, my sophomore year of high school. And junior year, in the middle of sophomore year was definitely when it hit me, and I had to actually study, especially senior year. And just learning how to study was such a changing point for my grades. And honestly, my GPA sophomore year was like a 3.99, and then junior year was a 4.33, and it jumped so much just because learning how to know your teachers, how they grade and what they test for and what is going to be on the test, just learning how to use all your resources, how to prioritize what to use for your resources, and how to study. And if you guys also want to have a video on that, I definitely think I have had a few experiences on some difficult studying, so I can definitely help you out with that if you guys want to see a video on that. The 10th thing that I learned was that friendships do not last forever, at least not every single one of them, because it's very, very unrealistic. Think about all the people you meet in high school. My high school, for example, has more than about 4,000 kids in one building, and you have 25 people in your class, and then you get to make friendships with them, and you have 7 classes every semester, and it's actually impossible to keep a solid friendship with all these people. But it's of course so nice to have a friend for that semester or for that year, but it doesn't mean that you guys will be friends until the end of college or until you graduate. But there are definitely some friends that I still have even after moving that I have from my old school, and we're still friends even though we don't see each other all the time. But definitely don't count on every single person that you meet from freshman year is going to be your BFF until you graduate, because a lot of times people have fights, groups break up, there's drama, girl drama especially, and people change. You change, you're growing, you're changing, you're learning new things, and you shouldn't expect to keep the same people in your life forever. Those are the 10 things that I've learned from high school. I feel like I've learned way more, but those were just things that I felt like I learned, and I kind of asked some people to get a different perspective. But those are definitely the 10 most important things that I learned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. If you guys want to follow me on any of my socials, they will be down below. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else, but yeah, I love you guys.